After almost 50 episodes of Expressway Balladeer, I still haven't shared what it is that I'm actually driving while I'm on tour. So, I present the Santa Maria. It is a 05 Buick LeSabre, and I call it the Santa Maria because it is basically a boat, and because it also helps me discover places that have already been discovered. She's a great little road warrior. So I'm in Palisade, Colorado on this beautiful day, and Palisade is known for its wine and its peaches. This is just like the perfect place to grow peaches and grapes because it's in a little bit of a banana belt, from what I'm told. It doesn't get nearly as much snow as Denver does, and it's very warm here. I stopped at a local peach stand to sample the local fare. Whoa. That's a damn good peach. I stayed off the interstate to get here. I was on Route 40 through Utah, and then I came down through Route 139 in Colorado. Man, that is a pretty route. The road just winds. It looks like a car commercial. It probably has been used in car commercial. I couldn't take very much video of it, but I stopped and, at the top of the mountain and tried to zoom up on the road and what it looked like. That is a fun drive. If you get a chance, you should totally drive on Colorado Route 139. It was a blast. So Palisade is really impressive so far. And I've just been wandering around the town. This is basically the capital of Colorado as far as wine is concerned, and fruits. The peach wine apparently is the most famous around here, so I picked up a bottle to try later on. I can't be trying too much while I'm on the road here because, as you saw before, the Santa Maria, I'm the only driver for that. I don't have a driver, so I'm the one that's got to take myself from show to show. The alcohol consumption has to remain at a pretty low level. But I did get a bottle since it is very reasonably priced. I think it ran like between $10 and $12 or something like that. Right now, I'm just, having some of my bread that I made. This is the bread that I made, and since I don't have a knife, I'm always just like caveman style on it. I made this bread. I made this bread from scratch. Well, I didn't make the flour. I had to buy the flour. If you want the recipe, I think it was like the 5th episode of Expressway Balladeer. Can you believe we're on episode 49 already? Wow, that's nuts. Well, enough about me. Let's go talk to some of the wine experts here in Palisade. Let's go over there and check it out.
My name is Cassidy Shaw. I'm the Executive Director for the Colorado Association for Viticulture and Enology. We're a 501c6 trade nonprofit for the Colorado wine and grape growing industry right here in the beautiful state of Colorado. We have a really, really unique growing season and growing area. We're at about 4,700 feet elevation, and we have something that the locals refer to as the $1 million breeze right here at the Debec Canyon that lets our peaches and our grapes and pears and apples ripen at a really nice time of year and just make this wonderful fruit for us to share with all of the world. Colorado wine is known for a couple really fantastic varietals. We grow some really phenomenal grapes here. We're known for Cab Franc, Merlot, and on the white side of things we grow some phenomenal Gewürztraminer and Riesling. And our winemakers are doing really amazing things with those wines, and we just had a phenomenal wine competition called the Governor's Cup that's actually kind of sponsored and by Governor Hickenlooper. He's kind of taken that under his wing, and just phenomenal wines are being made here. 90-point wines and higher on Wine Spectator, and just really fantastic wines. So we encourage everybody to come down to Palisade and try them. We have our Colorado Mountain Wine Fest coming up here in September. It's our 25th anniversary. We'll have over 50 Colorado wineries pouring unlimited samples of wine from all over the state. So we bring them all here to everybody right here in Palisade, which is a really fun way to try all of those wines from all over the state right here in one place.
Now that we've learned a little bit about the wine around here, let's go in and learn about the beer.
Okay, my name is AJ Naponic. I am an assistant brewer at Palisade Brewing Company, and we are in beautiful Palisade, Colorado. Come in here. This is our mill room. This is where beer starts, and all the grain will fall down through here and get cracked. Purpose is to crack the kernels to extract the sugars from the grain. So the grain gets milled through this pipe, comes into our mash tun. This is where you're basically cooking oatmeal, grain and water. Cooking it to extract the sugars from the grain. Once we cook for a couple hours, do some testing, everything's good to go, we will drain this, and that is called wort, sugar water. It will be drained right into the kettle. Our kettle, we'll bring it up to a boil, and that is when we will check gravity and sugar numbers, make sure that the sugar levels are where we want for our beer, specific beer. Every beer is different, but whatever beer it is, when the time is right, we will stop it and we will whirlpool it, send it right through our heat transfer, which is right here, which turns boiling hot water down to 70 degree waters instantly. Just with a snap of a finger, it changes it over. It gets transferred into one of our fermenters. So this is where the beer process starts. We will add yeast, and then the process goes for about 2 to 3 weeks. Every day we will be draining out all the used yeast, all the waste. We will check gravity numbers and everything, and once the gravity is where we want it and everything, it is ready to be filtered or transferred over. We have filtered beer, we have unfiltered beer, cloudy beer, clear beer. So if it's a filtered beer, we will run right through this right here. This is our torpedo filter. So cloudy beer comes in, clear beer comes out. Very simple, pads, super simple. If it's a filtered or unfiltered beer, we will just transfer it right over to these tanks. If you come over here, these are our bright tanks. So this is where finished beer comes to be carbonated, to be canned, or kegged. So if we come over here, this right here is a carb stone. It's a big perforated tube that you shoot CO2 into, bubbles beer, makes carbonation. When the carbonation is good, it can be transferred to kegs, or it can be transferred to this, which is our 3-headed canning machine. Fills 3 cans at a time, about 200 cases in 8 hours. Slow, but steady work and everything. Before we get too crazy into it, all numbers and everything, but that's basically the start and finish of beer.
It was raining most of the night, and there's no need to put up a fight, no. Yes, it was almost yesterday, and you know it's not my way. It's that to ramble on. Ain't no reason to wait around. When all you're doing is dragging me down. Yes, there's no reason to stay when you lose. too. Yes, it was almost yesterday, and you know it's not my way. Is that I need to have alone? Yes, it was raining most of the night, and there's no need to put up a fight, no. Yes, it was almost yesterday, and you know it's not my way. Is that I need to ramble on? Oh, let me go, don't you know I'm on the run? Don't ask where he stays, I sent him away, I knew you would come. You cannot find him anywhere touched by the sun. He's weak, and for now I'm the only one. Take what you see, it makes no difference to me. Empty jar on the fridge. You won't find it here in the mirror or stuck in the fringe. I keep it safe and away from all harm. Useless to fight, you say. Well, I guess I will just use my charm. Ha! Yeah, the witch does not make me flinch with all of her attempts. I don't care for what she shares, potions and dull talks in her tents. I'd like to be free and unable to see these stains. I used to try, but I don't know why, for the effort is vain. I wish to stray from this way and feel the warmth. For it's as cold and it gets as old as the snow in the north. I carry on through the dawn with my heavy chainmail. Getting tired, my tea is cooling and my bread getting stale. I must show the boy where to go once I return. When I have walked through fire and I don't get burned, I will return, scarred and calloused for him. From following my follies in my way. Do you remember where I used to live? Where the juggler would always lay his hat, yeah. It was there that I sang to you on tape. If there's one thing, well, I'm sure you'd remember that. Now the snow was melting all along the quarter mile, and you listened to the critic down the hall. You ate up everything that was said by that emo child. When he doesn't know me, he couldn't tell the truth at all. And in the spring, one warm late April night, as the potion was wearing thin, I knew that nothing would ever come about. It was just the start of all of my useless whims. Yeah. I heard the chains and the links that you had stretched, and I knew that it was time for me to stray. And when came the time for the last kiss, how he did, but as he leaned into it, I walked away. And if the reporter wants to write a year in review, you better go out and buy some extra pens. Yeah. Lines and lines of the same story with a different setting. And if you just guess how it ends, yeah. So I pick up my lunchbox and I start away. Here we go again. Oh, yes, it was raining most of the night, and there's no need to put up a fight. Yes, it was almost yesterday. You know it's not my way.